I'm a big believer that policies must be backed up with education and training, and that should come first. We can't just look at well-being through one lens because mental health and well-being will be different for different people. So in order to support them, it's important that we understand the various factors that influence people's mental health within different communities. We need to take into account their life experiences, especially as they relate to inequality and discrimination, which is what intersectionality really describes. For example, people that have intersecting identities, for example, race, gender, ability, sexual orientation, etc., are more likely to experience discrimination compared to other people. And that includes indirect discrimination, such as microaggressions and unconscious bias. I think it's important to understand that diversity drives innovation, but well-being is really the key for workplace productivity. I'm going to be really honest. I think that there are lots of businesses that make mistakes, which is okay. It's all about learning from those mistakes. However, there are businesses that I believe think that they can get away with doing the bare minimum and avoid truly investing in inclusivity. But by the same token, they're also undervaluing the fact that diversity and inclusivity will help the success of their business. So I've seen what we call peacocking, which is being very loud about inclusivity and perhaps really enjoying taking credit for implementing certain policies and in creating incredibly vibrant and inclusive campaigns. Yet a lot of them simply aren't backed up with any sufficient groundwork. And eventually those mistakes will come to the surface in some way. I'm a big believer that policies must be backed up with education and training, and that should come first. So unconscious biases are preconceived judgments that are deeply ingrained. They're socially conditioned, so people aren't necessarily aware of them, and it can lead to treating people differently. Unconscious bias can be a real weight on that person's shoulders. It's as if they're aware, but no one else is, and it can be an incredibly isolating experience. It can affect that person's productivity, their confidence, it can impact their working relationships, and their overall work and life satisfaction. But when it comes to the rest of the organisation, it can lead to poor decision making on their part. It can also lead to promotions not based on merit and impact the recruitment process. For example, who's considered the more desirable candidate. I want to leave people with something that they can take away and implement in their own lives. I've always said that my ultimate aim when it comes to my public speaking is to inspire people, and it's to inspire them towards embracing each other's differences, finding strength in their own vulnerability, empowering themselves, and knowing what it means to celebrate who they truly are.